Well, joining us now from Erbil, the capital of the Kurdish region in northern Iraq, is journalist Hermione Gee. Hermione, can you give us an idea of what's happening there on the ground and how many people you're seeing fleeing?
Well, starting on Monday, we've seen somewhere around 320,000 internally displaced people, IDPs, fleeing into the Kurdistan region from the city of Mosul. I was down at the checkpoints on Tuesday and Wednesday, and the scenes were, as you can imagine, lines of cars as far as the eye could see, people trying to cross on foot, people carrying as many belongings as they could carry with them. And there's also, the Kurdistan regional government has set up a makeshift refugee camp just next to the checkpoint. So I also went up there and had a look at the refugee camp, which is still very, very basic, just a question of some tents, some water, but I'm sure in the next few days they'll develop it.
How do people feel about the Iraqi army, which seems to have fled at the first sighting of ISIL?
I think people were quite shocked that they fled so quickly and without putting up a fight. The Kurdish Peshmerga forces, who I visited yesterday on the border with the ISIL-controlled part of Mosul, were laughing about it and saying, you know, Peshmerga would never do that because we have higher values, we have greater bravery than the Iraqi army. The problem is the Iraqi army was very sectarian. They weren't really committed to the national cause. A lot of people were there simply for the salary, whereas the Kurds, who've experienced decades and decades of oppression under Saddam Hussein, fight not just for their salary, but very, very much for the cause of Kurdistan. So here people feel quite proud of the Peshmerga and, like I said, we're almost making fun of the way that the Iraqi army behaved.